conference matchup. Highland Fighting Scots versus Centerburg Trojans.
The defending KMAC Kings look to defend their throne as league frontrunner Centerburg battles visiting Highland tonight, trying to remain unbeaten in conference play. It's Tuesday night KMAC action, exclusively on the OH.Report, streaming to your smartphone, tablet, and TV. Next.
Knox is the third place I have delivered, and hands down, it has been the best.
We're thankful that we received excellent care so close to home.
Knox Community Hospital welcomes you to our new freestanding birthing center, where you can safely labor, deliver, and recover in a state-of-the-art birthing suite.
It was empowering, and I couldn't think of a better place to bring Parker into the world.
Knox Community Hospital, elevating care.
When you're on the go and need a fix, both for your body and your vehicle, stop in at Webb's Marathon and Automotive, celebrating 20 years of service at 164 East Main Street in Centerburg. Family owned and operated with premium products and services. So make it Webb's and get what you need to keep your engines running. Proud sponsor of Trojans basketball.
Centerburg looks to continue their reign in the KMAC by moving to 12-0 in the conference with a victory tonight, but they'll have to knock off longtime rival Highland to do so. Both are booted, suited, and ready for round ball action as our live and free coverage begins right now. Good evening, folks, and welcome to the heart of Ohio. My name is Brian Skowronski, and we have got a key conference matchup for you going down tonight here at Centerburg, especially for the Trojans in their quest for a second straight KMAC championship, sitting at 11-0. And this could be a bit of a trap game where they would overlook the Scots, given that they haven't had the type of success that they have wanted this season. But they do need a dub to stay a game ahead of Fredericktown in the KMAC standings, and I think the Trojans know what's at stake tonight. And for the Fighting Scots, coming off of a beatdown at Danville, 67-44, had lost 5 in a row previously. So we'll see if they can continue to keep some positive momentum rolling in their favor as the starting lineup's being announced. And there is Carter Jones, one of the key starters, you might say the key starter in tonight's game. As we take a look at the starters on both sides here tonight, Jones is definitely the guy that makes it happen out here in Centerburg country. Leading scorer leading rebounder. Matter of fact, the kid's collected about half of the Trojans' total rebounds overall on the season, so he's having a ridiculous type of campaign. But they got some other kids on the perimeter that can knock down some shots. McMead's a good ball handler. Griffith can really fill it up. Johnson and Hauk can also shoot it from outside. And then on the other side for the Fighting Scots, it's kind of a balanced team. Bitter hit or miss on any given night. They've had kids step up and have some good games. Jordan Bellamy just led them in scoring a couple of nights ago. Minnick has led them at times. Remmer, according to one of the assistant coaches, is probably their top player, so just depends on the day and time. But the opening tip is back tapped, and we are underway here at Centerburg. It's going to be Trojan basketball to open things up. Mead looking over to the sideline. Head coach John Marefka, been here a long time. Looking for back-to-back league championships this year. As the Scots come out in a 1-2-2 half-court zone. Jones draws a crowd, so he kicks it out. The three from Griffith on the way. Won't go, but the offensive rebound and putback is good for Johnson. So opening possession is a success for Centerburg. And you see they are flying around, trying to trap Highland, force them into some poor decisions. Bellamy brings it up top, looking to go right at the defender. That one just a bit too strong off glass. Tipped out of bounds, last touched by Centerburg. Scott's bringing in up top. Move it to the far side now as Minnick comes up and gets it at the top of the key. Jones pressuring on Remmer on the perimeter. He has to give it up. Highland's milked about a minute off the clock here on this possession. And now they're going to get a deep triple, and that one's going to find its mark. Raiding it from downtown are the Highland Scots. Big shot right there from Fitzpatrick. Trojans give it away on their second possession, so possession back over here to Highland. Slim little 1-point cushion. But when you've had the type of season they had, you look for pretty much any bright spot and just try to build off of it. Especially in an environment like this on the road. Centerburg plays so well here. And I dig the relaxed patience here displayed by Highland. Not forcing any shots here in the early going. Making the simple pass as they get it inside, and that one goes down too. Fitzpatrick doing some work in the lane this time. Mead cross court. Jones is going to line up a three ball. Way too strong. Rebounded by Garrett. And again, the Scots just looking to slow things down. Play at their pace. Mead, though, with the quick hands and the takeaway. End to end. He'll coast in for a deuce. McMead turning defense into some offense. Trojans going to drop back into some half-court man-to-man here. As Minnick swings it, shot on the way from Bellamy, back iron, boarded by Griffith. Mead looking to push the pace, can't squeeze that one in. It's going to be the second turnover by the Trojans, just a hair ahead of Johnson. Quick moving opening quarter, already approaching the midway point. Been very few possessions so far. And here's Minnick, deep three ball, and he rains one down from the land of three. Big time shot, 2 3 balls now, finding their mark for Highland. And that is a huge key for them here tonight. If they can knock down perimeter shots, could carry them a long way to being in this thing when it gets down to crunch time. Off the attack, we've got a foul on the floor. It's going to be the first foul on either side. Need to trigger. Looking for some options. Would love to get it to Jones down on the block. Now he's got to make a dangerous pass up top to Dalton Hall. Backs it out, and now Centerburg will get into their set. Griffith inside. You see the immediate double coming on Jones, and it doesn't matter. Still went on the attack, and Remmer picks up the foul. Meade got cut off. So now he's got to give it up right back to him. Got some space this time. Can't drill it. Too strong on the shot attempt. And it's out of bounds. Back over to Highland. Got an 8-4 cushion here in the early going. Look like a confident bunch. And right on cue, of course, they give it away. Trojans with their second takeaway here in the opening quarter. Jones, excellent find. Griffith on the backside, came up short, tracked down his own miss, and then darted it off the defender. See that again. It's a heck of an athletic play there by Landon Griffith. Somehow keep both of his feet in bounds and then spike it. Meade tosses it in off the cut. Shot came up short by Hall. And it's one and done for Centerburg. Highland holding their own. Looking to add to their 4-point lead here. As they get it down on the block, going right at Jones was Fitzpatrick. Ends up into the hands of Carter. And tough pass inside. That's going to be a turnover. Tried to squeeze it into Jones. Officials actually going to change their call. Possession is going to stay down here at this end with the Trojans. So you saw there on the replay, looked like Highland did tip it. Coach Marefka going deep into his bench here. And wow, what a feed there by Levi Hauk, fresh off the bench. Gets it to Carter Jones. First points of the night for the first team All-Ohio, and Jones is going to track down this miss and then send it ahead. Great look and one opportunity on the way. Big boy finish down inside by Levi Hauk, absorbing the contact, still putting it in. Take another look at to reach back behind himself to make the catch. Took the contact from Remmert, who came flying in. Still able to drop it in. Free throw no good, so the old-fashioned three-point play can't be capped off. But the last 4 points have all belonged to the Trojans, squaring things up. Highland around the outside of the circle, trying to get it to somebody in the lane. They've got options in there. Now they chase him back out. Here's Bellamy, couple of dribbles, strong move, and he's gonna head to the free throw line. There's another look, whirling his way in between a couple of defenders, and then bumped on the shot attempts by Levi Hauk. First offering for Bellamy is pure. Pushes his total up to 4 points now on the night. And make it 5 as he goes 2 for 2. Substitution sees Brock Church back into the lineup, the sophomore forward for Highland. Called up from the JV ranks. Getting a start here tonight. Always cool when you can impress the coaching staff up at the higher levels like that. Play so well at the JV that you get the call up to the varsity as Hauk trills a 3-ball from the corner pocket. Trojans back on top. Bellamy spins, pull-up jumper, back iron. Griffith pulls down the board, and he's going to get fouled. Another look at the reach in there. Fourth team foul now against the Fighting Scots. Just the first against Bellamy. Centerburg now down to 14 seconds. Can hold for the final shot if they so choose. Mead around the double team. They swing it. Jones all by himself. Up fake. Now inside. Pretty pass, and that will beat the horn. Taking us to the end of one, where's the Trojans on top now. 13-10.
Stop in at Webb's Marathon and Automotive, celebrating 20 years of service at 164 East Main Street in Centerburg. Family owned and operated with premium products and services. Get what you need to keep your engines running. Proud sponsor of Trojans basketball.
Knox is the third place I have delivered. And hands down, it has been the best.
We're thankful that we received excellent care so close to home.
Knox Community Hospital welcomes you to our new freestanding birthing center where you can safely labor, deliver, and recover in a state-of-the-art birthing suite.
It was empowering, and I couldn't think of a better place to bring Parker into the world.
Knox Community Hospital, elevating care.
Big play to end the first quarter saw Isaiah Reynolds push Centerburg's lead up to 3 points. They're on top 13-10 as we open up second quarter action here in the heart of Ohio. Brian Skowronski here with you on the call. Tuesday night KMAC action. Sees Highland trying to get back in it. That 3 off the mark. They were 2 of 3 though in the first quarter from long range. So still shooting 50% from downtown. 1 of 5 for threes is the start right now for the Trojans, and it's been a completely different story in the lane. Centerburg virtually flawless, 5 of 6 in the paint, whereas Highland just 1 of 5 when they have gone inside of three-point area. As that one finds its mark, splashing it home is Levi Hauk. 6-point lead now for Centerburg, and they take it away. Third giveaway now by the Scots. Trojans starting to get it together. Mead, it was a tough finish opportunity there as he had to switch to the left hand midair. Travel as Bellamy took it down the lane. Took him 3 steps before he passed. Jones out on the perimeter being guarded here by Fitzpatrick. Good matchup there. Now Reynolds slings it back up for Carter. Kicks it to Mead. He's got the 3 ball. But it's going to be boarded by Fitzpatrick. Highland pushing it back to the other end. Going gravy off the square for 2. Brock Church. Off the face-up, that jumper just a bit short for Reynolds. Side to side they go. Highland now up top, contested 3. Front iron and tips out of bounds. It's going to be Trojan basketball. (16-12) is the count on our Animal Station drive-through scoreboard. Big shout out to the Animal Station. You can find them online. Also sponsoring tonight's instant replays and your player of the game. As that is just a pretty move right there, domineering down the lane. Nobody stopped, and Gavin Hankins all the way to the cup. Jones can't match it back at the other end. As a long rebound comes to Bellamy. Great catch. But boy, the SWAT team came through right away. Look at Minnick having to learn a lesson the hard way as Jones rifled that thing. It was like a fastball out of his hand. Swatted that fly. And now the turnover. Mead on the breakaway. Big bump, and he's going to be headed to the foul line. So you see Church making the proper move there, the sophomore, not allowing anything easy. And Mick Mead will head to the free throw line. Mead, a 63% shooter on the year. Looked like there might have been some discussion amongst the officials whether or not that should have been an intentional foul. It's going to remain just a common shooting foul as that one rattles in and out. Second one will find its way home for McMead. Highland breaks the pressure. Now they move it around. Up top with Church. Back to this side come the Fighting Scots. Looks like the whole game plan is to try to get it on that near side block. They somehow do. And then Jones with a strong rebound, pushing it ahead. Trojans with numbers. Great feed inside. Reynolds converts. Centerburg back up by 5. Jones going to pick up the foul. Off the pressure defense. Looked like he might have had the right hand on the hip. Left hand that actually caught the basketball, looked pretty clean. And we're going to get a timeout. First timeout of the night. It's going to be a full. Take this chance to look inside of the Scots bench, and let's go ahead and take a look at Ski's keys to victory today. Start with handling that man pressure. Centerburg's so good at. They like to give you like a zone trapping look in the full court, and then they'll sit back in man-to-man, but they come out on the perimeter. They really make it tough on you in the passing lanes. So for Highland to pull off the upset tonight, they got to handle that pressure, just make the simple passes, and then knock down those open looks. They were doing it early in the game, not so much here in the second quarter. And then can they limit Carter Jones's touches down on the block? So far, they are executing that game plan. We'll see if that can hold up. Now, on the other side, for the Trojans, here's what I got. How about feed your All-Ohioan? Get it to Carter Jones as much as you possibly can. You see what a dynamic playmaker the kid is. He passes well. He can knock down threes. Also plays some pretty nice defense. Trojans themselves need to get hot from outside and then convert some defense into offense that they are starting to pick up the pace on. They've had a couple turnovers turn into some nice transition opportunities. As we got a blocking foul here. Let's watch it again. Reynolds definitely caught him down low. Third team foul now against Centerburg. Down in the corner, double team comes, and it leaves Minnick wide open, and he splashes one home. Big shot for Ryder Minnick, putting the orange in the peach basket from long range. Now off the post up inside, looked like that ball got tipped off the shot from Gregory. And it's going to be out of bounds, back over to the Fighting Scots. Nice defense played here by Brock Church. How about the sophomore holding his own inside? And then clearly Gregory, the last to touch that one. Just a 2-point game. Highland right in the thick of things, and how about we're all square, folks? The jumper goes down for Garrett Fitzpatrick. Off the jump stop, kick out. Nice hesitation. And that's going to bank its way in. Let's see that one again. How about this? Just hanging in midair and going high off the square. Timothy Wheeler making his presence felt. Wheeler doesn't do a ton of scoring on the season. Matter of fact, just his 4th total field goal make on the year. But it gives Centerburg a 3-point cushion as he caps it off the old-fashioned way. And that's just a good, clean cut to the hoop. Nice finish, too, by Garrett Fitzpatrick. So back and forth we go. That three, though, launched off target by Hauk. Loose ball foul is going to go against Centerburg. Another look at the miss from Hauk. Church with a good-looking box out. And Gregory's got to go over the back to take him down. 2-2-1 look here for the Trojans. Highland handles the pressure, no problem. Get a chance to get into their half-court set. Handled the perimeter pressure pretty well up to this point. Now off the drive, the kick out, Church gives it up, Minnick up top. A lot of passes for the Scots at the offensive end. Heck of a head fake, but even better defense down low by Alex Johnson with the rip. Jones posting up, got to give it to him here, and agree, I think you got to double him and actually even a triple team. Look at all these bodies flying down on Carter Jones. Seventh team foul against Highland. It's going to put Jones at the line for a 1-and-1. As that's the second foul against the sophomore Brock Church. He's checked out. Wyatt Groves, the senior, into the mix. Good looking stroke from Carter on the first. It's his 23rd made free throw this season. Not great from the charity stripe, below 60% on the year. But Jones certainly gets there a ton. Jones perfect though on this trip, 2 for 2. Pushes the lead back out to 3 here for the Bird. Bit of a touchy foul. Here it is there. It's going to go against Griffith. Thought he held his own pretty well. Down to the final 65 seconds of the first half. It has been a good one, folks. KMAC at its finest. And Ryder off the runner. Kisses a deuce off the glass. Nice head fake. Griffith pull-up jumper. Boarded by the Scots. Here comes Bellamy. Walking it in between the circles now and pulling it out to half court. Coach Toom says, get the last shot if you can, and how can you blame him? What a position for Highland to be in. Going against the defending KMAC Kings, who are undefeated in the league up to this point. Scots having a bit of a rough year. Just 3-8 in KMAC play. But they can't come up with a bucket here to take the lead. And it will set up the Trojans with an opportunity to get the last shot here at quarter number 2. Wheeler gets it in, but taken away as Groves came flying in. Took about a second off the clock now. Now here's Mead. Down to 1 second. Mick pulls up and buries it! Mick Mead from way downtown launches a rocket that explodes through the net. Let's take a look at the replay. How about that? Needed a telescope to see the hoop from there, and he was still able to come through, pushing the Trojans' advantage out to 27-23 as we are through 2 quarters of action. We'll take a quick timeout, though. We'll be back with some first half stats, get you ready for half number 2. Keep it locked and loaded, live and free. KMAC Hoops on a Tuesday night will return. on the OH Report.
Knox is the third place I have delivered, and hands down, it has been the best.
We're thankful that we received excellent care so close to home.
Knox Community Hospital welcomes you to our new freestanding birthing center where you can safely labor, deliver, and recover in a state-of-the-art birthing suite.
It was empowering, and I couldn't think of a better place to bring Parker into the world.
Knox Community Hospital, elevating care.
When you're on the go and need a fix, both for your body and your vehicle, stop in at Webb's Marathon and Automotive, celebrating 20 years of service at 164 East Main Street in Centerburg. Family owned and operated with premium products and services. So make it Webb's and get what you need to keep your engines running. Proud sponsor of Trojans basketball.
No paywalls, just live sports, exclusively on the OH.Report.
It's halftime here in the heart of Ohio, where after 2 quarters of play, it's now 27-23 in favor of the Trojans, because when last we saw each other, how about Mick Mead doing some big kid things, pulling up from way downtown, practically all the way from Marengo, and he drills it, as that took us to the end of the second. And here are the numbers for those first couple of quarters. Pretty good shooting on both sides. I really think that if you're a Fighting Scots fan, you have got to be proud and excited about how not only your team has competed, but how they've looked. They've showed some poise, only turned it over 5 times against a Trojans defense that typically will come up with between 15 and 18 takeaways per contest. So they've done a really nice job of just handling the pressure. Rebounds are dead even right now. No offensive boards yet for the Fighting Scots, just a couple for the Trojans. So each has done a pretty nice job of boxing out, keeping the other off of the glass. 3-point range, Fighting Scots came out. They were looking for the threes early. They were knocking them down. They've since cooled off a little bit from outside and are trying to go into the paint a little bit more. Trojans on the other side, they like to take a whole lot of threes. They have knocked down 3 so far out of their 10 attempts. So it has been a very even back and forth contest up to this point. And as I dive into our Facebook feed here, folks, I gotta tell you, I'm a little bit disappointed. There's about 50 plus people watching and only one comment. Drop me a line, let me know where you're watching from tonight, tell me who you're rooting for, and I will read your comment over the air. So far, all we have is Doug Collins saying go Scots, so at least I know where Doug's allegiance lies. But I want to hear from you, the rest of the fans out there that are watching tonight's live stream. Hit me up with a comment. Tell me, you think the Fighting Scots going to come back tonight? Are the Trojans going to pull it out? Will they remain undefeated? We'll all find out together after just 2 more quarters of action. Live and free boys high school hoops on a Tuesday night from the heart of Ohio will return right after this.
Knox is the third place I have delivered. And hands down, it has been the best.
We're thankful that we received excellent care so close to home.
Knox Community Hospital welcomes you to our new freestanding birthing center where you can safely labor, deliver, and recover in a state-of-the-art birthing suite.
It was empowering, and I couldn't think of a better place to bring Parker into the world.
Knox Community Hospital, elevating care.
When you're on the go and need a fix, both for your body and your vehicle, stop in at Webb's Marathon and Automotive, celebrating 20 years of service at 164 East Main Street in Centerburg. Family owned and operated with premium products and services. So make it Webb's and get what you need to keep your engines running. Proud sponsor of Trojans basketball.
No paywalls, just live sports. Exclusively on the OH.Report.
Tuesday night KMAC providing us with a good one here from the heart of Ohio. Longtime rivals, the Fighting Scots of Highland and the Trojans of Centerburg, going toe-to-toe here tonight as we are just about 60 seconds away from third quarter action, and that's more like it in the comment section on Facebook. How about Philip Free cheering on the Scots, and he says number 24 is a big fan, is he? Bryant Markham. Who else we got out here? Anthony Maddox watching from his recliner with his feet up, enjoying some good old-fashioned KMAC hoops. So we're glad that you don't have to leave the house, that you can be comfortable with your feet up, enjoying live and free high school hoops. Kelly Ramey Mead says, let's go Trojans. Scott Wells watching and cheering on Centerburg. And Tim Wheeler from Uncle Scott in Westerville. Jerry Lamp Jr. says, go Carter from Brantley. John Geiger, let's go Trojans, beat the Scots. And Sarah Wheeler watching number 32 tonight. Tim Wheeler, all the way from Otterbein University. She says, let's go Trojans. And let's go second half basketball. It's going to be Centerburg ball to kick things off. As third quarter action officially underway. Nice job coming over and making the play. Ryder Minnick disrupted that one. It's a nice thought by Carter Jones. Had an open three-point shooter camping in the corner. Now Jones, backdoor cut to the bucket. Gonna head to the free throw line for a couple. Great execution there. Excellent setup too. McMead with the screen. Helping Carter get wide open. Jones went 2 for 2 on his last trip to the free throw line. And that one finds its way through as well. Smooth 6'5" lefty with a chance to give Centerburg their biggest lead of the night. And he does just that. So the Berg with the first 2 points here of the third. Only took him about 18 seconds to do so. And the question for the Scots is, can you make the big shots to stick around? That'll help. Brock Church getting the call up from the JV and doing some big things here. Huge shot for his 5th point. So back down to a 1-possession game. See if the Trojans can match here at the offensive end. Mead, a series of sick crossovers, and then he got fouled on the arm. Let's take one more look as he split the gap twice and then just got grabbed by Bellamy. Mead rattles in the first. And the second one swirls its way through as well. So the Trojans 4 for 4 at the free throw stripe here to kick off third quarter action. Scots are 1 for 1 for downtown. We'll see if they can make it 2 for 2, Church. No bueno this time. And now here's another deep three straight away, in and out. But that was the first offensive rebound of the night for Highland. Didn't do anything with it, though. Nice ball movement. Mead didn't even think about a quick trigger as he went sliding down to try to create an extra possession. But it's back into the hands of the Fighting Scots. Back over to Bellamy. It's like 8 straight passes without a dribble. Have enjoyed watching the Scots play offense. It's my first time getting to see them in action in person this year. And we're going to get an offensive foul away from the ball. Let's see if we can find it. There it is right there. Garrett Fitzpatrick barreled his way through McMead. And that's a no-no, folks. Hall gives it up to Mead off the screen. Turns the corner. Looked like he lost the handle. Saved back in bounds by Hall, but a little bit of a nutmeg there through the legs of the defender, and it worked out to their benefit. Church now off the bounce. Skip pass, opposite corner. And so far, reluctant to take the three from the corner, as that shot is off target. Now the Trojans back the other way, set up Griffith. He goes down low. Jones bullies his way in, but got a shot blocked from the backside. Wyatt Groves coming over. Smacked that thing out of midair. Great defense by Johnson. Forces a timeout from the Scots. Going to be just a 30-second timeout. Highland doing a nice job of sticking around in this contest. This is a team that really has not been that competitive this season. 5 victories so far. They started the campaign at 0-5. Did have a mini stretch in the middle of their season where they went 3-1, but other than that, of their 12 losses, all but 2 have been by double digits. So they haven't played in a ton of close games. They're in one right now. We'll see if the Scots can continue to make it that way. Quick trigger off the 3 ball from the corner, and that one tickles the twine. Second made triple here in the 3rd stanza for the Fighting Scots. Kick ball is the call. Hankins thought he was going to cruise in for an easy one there. So Trojans maintain possession. Jones pressured from the corner, asked to give it up. Saw that slip screen earlier work out. This time it comes into the hands of Meade. Tries the triple. Can't make it. Deep 3 comes up short from Bellamy. Another offensive rebound. And the floater off target. 3rd opportunity from Hankins. No good either. So 3 good looks on that possession for the Scots. They come away empty-handed and back the other way. Doughton Hall, the junior, makes them pay, and always seems to go that way. Anytime you have that many opportunities and you can't capitalize, it just always feels like the momentum will turn at the other end, just like the Trojans did about 7 seconds later, coming through with the basket. So Groves misses the shot. Trojans looking to add to their lead. Meade right down Main Street. Now the foul against Mick. Just his first team foul as well against Centerburg here in half number 2. And we're already past the midway point here of the 3rd. Highland going toe-to-toe so far with the KMAC leaders. Centerburg 11-0 right now in conference play. Highland searching for their 4th win in KMAC action. Beautiful ball movement, ends up into the hands of Bellamy. It spun out on him, and now Jones pushing the attack. Griffith cans it. Extra crispy from outside as he puts the biscuit in the basket. Big 3 right there for Landon Griffith. But matching at the other end, corner pocket triple, the sophomore Hankins bets it right back. Meade in tight, Jones with the follow. Just too strong, Collectus miss again. But Highland saves it back in bounds. They've got a 3-on-3. Off the attack, the SWAT party unleashed. Hall, the human fly swatter. And then that one spun out. Free throws are coming up, though, for Hauk, but I want to go back to the other end. If we can watch this block one more time. Pow! No chance for Jordan Bellamy there. Excellent defense by Hall. Leads the Hauk now at the free throw stripe. First offering is just a bit short. Levi, statistically, amongst the worst free throw shooters on the team. 31%, but he heard me. Wanted to prove me wrong there, knocked down the second. It's now 37-32, Trojans on top by a 4-pack. Highland's been getting some good looks at the offensive end, though. Showing some patience. Bellamy with the skip pass. Church now from the corner. Going to come back up top to him. He launches. Missed that one. But chasing down the long rebound was Hankins. So another extra possession created here by the Scots. They have been getting those 50-50 balls here in the third so far. As nobody buys the up fake there from Hankins, so he kicks it out. Now Markham up top into the hands of Bellamy. Dangerous pass inside, but he found Minnick. Turnaround jumper over the left shoulder. Too strong, and then Jones kicks it out. Hauk. Somehow, some way, put that baby home. Not sure how he fit that into the candy dish, but was able to get it just over the top. Take a look at that replay at the next break. Marquette gives it away, so gives me an opportunity to take the replay, and let's see Levi here. Just acrobatic stuff right there. Can't teach that. All about body control, kids. It's the biggest lead of the game right now for Centerburg. Will they add to it? They cannot. Hall came up just a bit short there. As looked like he was kind of in between. Do I shoot it with my right or switch it to the left? Bellamy, great take. Put it up and over the traffic. Saw two Trojans came over to help on the defense, but it didn't matter. Now Jones calling for it. The big fella wants it. He got fouled on the reach in. And when Carter Jones says, "Give me the rock," you see his teammates tend to listen. 5th team foul now against the Fighting Scots. And 6 seconds to play with here for Centerburg, and that's just too much man fuel down on the block. Jones, the human locomotive, scores late, and that is going to take us to the end of 3, where Centerburg maintains their cushion. They're on top by 7.
Stop in at Webb's Marathon and Automotive, celebrating 20 years of service at 164 East Main Street in Centerburg. Family owned and operated with premium products and services. Get what you need to keep your engines running. Proud sponsor of Trojans basketball.
Knox is the 3rd place I have delivered. And hands down, it has been the best.
We're thankful that we received excellent care so close to home.
Knox Community Hospital welcomes you to our new freestanding birthing center, where you can safely labor, deliver, and recover in a state-of-the-art birthing suite.
It was empowering, and I couldn't think of a better place to bring Parker into the world.
Knox Community Hospital, elevating.
It's now time for everybody's favorite part of the program. It is money time here in the heart of Ohio. That's right, 4th quarter action. Just 8 minutes remain here in this game, or at least we think just 8. The JV game went into double overtime earlier, so we'll see if we get some extra sessions here at the varsity level. My name is Brian Skowronski, here with you at Centerburg, where right now the Trojans with a 7-point cushion, but an opportunity to cut into that. As you see Jones, boy, that looked like a pretty clean block right there. Doesn't matter, the official saw it otherwise, and Garrett Fitzpatrick gonna have a chance for 2 free throws here. He'll knock down the first. In that 3rd quarter, Centerburg did a lot of their damage at the free throw line. 5 of 6 were the Trojans from the charity stripe. Highland did a lot of their scoring from long range. 3 triples for the Fighting Scots in the third, just 1 for Centerburg. Each team pulled down 8 boards. That according to my statistician for tonight, Lindsay Daniels, helping out as Jones won't have a chance for 3-point play. You see Carter fouled up over the double team. He's going to go back to the free throw line where he's been accustomed to being spotted tonight. Carter already in double-figure scoring. Looking for his 12th point. Can't get it on the first one. But the smooth lefty will split the pair. Highland getting trapped, and now they swing it to the quarter. Church going to try a 3. Griffith rips down the rebound. Back the other way. Quick first step. Now into the hands of Jones. Always looking to bully his way down inside. Off the kick out, Colton Martin likes to swing it back out to the perimeter. Sophomore had a couple of opportunities to look for a shot. Chose not to. Here he is. This time he'll pull the trigger. And Martin just off the mark with that attempt. Church drives baseline. But the SWAT team in town. And you got to look out for them. Hauk from the backside. Pop the pinata right out of midair. Looks like Centerburg going with a 1-3-1 look. So this is going to be something new for the Scots to try to assess, dissect. Tough pass. Fortunate that was tipped out, but this one won't be. Intercepted by Levi. Coast to coast. Missed it, but it's good to have friends when they got your back. Jones was there for the cleanup. Lead has now grown to the largest of the night for the Berg. 9-point differential. Jones never left his feet. Wise decision. Gosh, it just looks different when he rebounds. Such strong hands. And another pretty finish. That's Martin back the other way. Timeout, take it on the floor as Centerburg starting to seize control of this contest. Double-digit lead for the first time tonight. Let's take another look at the sophomore Martin. Weaves his way through a couple of defenders there and puts it through the bottom. There's the Trojans bench catching a quick breather as they're enjoying their largest cushion here. 11-point differential. And I wasn't sure if it was going to be just a matter of time before Centerburg kind of put their foot on the throat here of Highland. They've hung tough all night, have the Fighting Scots, but have not been able to produce offense here in the fourth. We'll see what they muster up here out of this timeout after the conversation with Coach Christian Toombs and company. Can they catch their second wins with just under 6 minutes to go here in the final frame? Or will Centerburg cruise to their 12th straight victory in KMAC play? Let's find out together, shall we? Minnick attacks, kick out, Bellamy sends the 3, off target. But another offensive board created by Hankins. He's not shy out there, is he? But has not been on target as Jordan Bellamy. He's tried a number of triples. I don't think he's made one yet in the second half. As we get a clean look, and that one finds its way. Martin now with back-to-back buckets. Liking the view from downtown right there. Bellamy now attacks, pulls up, and threw it away. Nobody home at the other side. I think he thought that his teammate was going to cut for him. Just didn't happen. So the errant pass leads to a Highland turnover. Taking care of the basketball for the most part tonight. Jones off the hesitation, pulls up a foot inside the foul line, off target. But I see Vicki Rowland cheering on her Trojans, and Mick Mead all the way from Wichita, Kansas. Town that I've actually visited before. My wife's side of the family used to live in Kansas. Now they're all in Oklahoma, but I have made my way to Wichita. Pretty cool town. Highland looking for a spark at the offensive end. Will they get it here on the 3 ball from Minute? It comes up short, but right back to him. Jones skied up, changed the direction of that one. And now Martin, 3 ball, too strong. Offensive board by Hauk. And that one no good either. Leads to Bellamy spinning, losing the handle. Levi tied up. Now Church comes away with the rock. And wisely, a timeout is called by Coach Toombs. So it's going to gain possession back for Highland when it looked like there was going to be a tie-up, and the possession arrow belongs to Centerburg. Let's quickly revisit Ski's keys to the game for success tonight for Highland. Talk about how they've done so far. I'd say limiting Jones's touches on the block, that's been a success. Haven't seen Carter really torch him so far inside here tonight. He does have 11 points, but they haven't been able to abuse him in the lane. Make open shots, that has happened on occasion, but has really fallen off here in the second half, and in particular in the fourth quarter. Simple passes, got to give them an A+ on that. They've done a good job handling the man pressure. So they've checked most of the boxes, but at the end of the day, yeah, got to make those open looks, and that has really fallen off here for the Scots. And that continues as that's in and out, and the rebound to Jones. Great athleticism there to save it in play. As the Scots starting to run out of time here. 3 minutes, 36 seconds is all that remains. Off the kick out, Minnick gonna try a 3 ball. Gonna like the view from outside there. Ooh, that's going to be a tough call right there. Looked like Martin kind of lost the handle. Bellamy with him stride for stride. It's going to put the youngster on the line. Buries the first. And 2 for 2. 2 good-looking strokes there, too, for the sophomore. We've covered quite a bit of Trojan basketball this year. I don't recall him getting very many minutes in the previous game, so it's a nice addition to the mix here for Coach Marefka, as that's a clean look inside. Bucket's good. Timeout taken after the make from Groves. As the deficit trimmed down to 11 here for Highland. But of course, their biggest enemy at this point, not necessarily the Trojans, but it's that dreaded clock starting to run out of precious time up there. As we've got some cheerleaders wheeling and dealing here in front of the home fans that have had a lot to cheer about this season as their Trojans looking to defend their KMAC championship and are in prime position to do so. As I check back in with the Facebook feed and I see Papa Mead is watching all the way from sunny Florida. What's up, Kathy Edwards Mead? Martha Martin also watching and says, way to go, Colton. Grandma and Grandpa watching from Pink Hill, North Carolina. So we have got a big national audience here tonight. Anthony Maddox says, can we get a shout out to Easton Maddox watching from here in Seaburg? So not too far away. And that is the beauty of the broadcast being on Facebook and YouTube, is that people from all over the galaxy can all watch together in one place. Kansas, Florida, North Carolina, all represented, as well as right here in the heart of Ohio. Cool stuff. Always appreciate all of our viewers and love the comments. Great to have you be part of the broadcast. See if the Scots can make things interesting. That one rattles in and out for Church. Strong board by Jones, but does he really ever rebound any other way? He's going to go to the free throw line, as that is the 7th foul. 8th foul now, actually, against the Scots. So a 1-and-1 opportunity on the table here from Mr. Jones. Carter now with 12 points. We'll get a quick substitution here by the Scots. Fitzpatrick back out onto the floor. And Jones spins the peach in the basket there, so 2 for 2 on that trip for Carter. Griffith tipped it out of bounds. Stayed down at this end with Highland. We're in a tough spot now, trailing by a baker's dozen. I mean, they got to get after it quickly, but you also want to get good looks. You don't want to force shots. Nice skip pass. The extra to Church. Gives it up to Minnick. Squeeze it inside to Fitzpatrick, who lost the handle. And Jones just couldn't save it back in bounds. Bellamy right through the hands there of Fitzpatrick off the inbound. So it leads to Hauk with the skip pass. Griffith gives it up. Now Martin off the bounce. Tipped out of play. Unselfish basketball there by the Trojans. Had a couple of good looks. Jones left side calls for the screen from Mead. Now gives it up to Meek. Hauk from the corner. How about that ball fake, but got blocked from the backside. Thought Levi was going to have an easy one, but check out this recovery here by Ryder Minnick to come clean over the top. That's good stuff right there. Levi had it poked away right in front of the Centerburg bench. Precious time, though, burning down here for Highland. Even though Centerburg's not really getting any good looks at the hoop. Wasting a lot of time as Jones right down Broadway. Left-handed layup. Carter Jones with another monster double-double, but what's new? As Church uncorks one from the corner. Lands that one through. He's having a nice game tonight and double-figure scoring now. And I thought that was cool talking with one of the assistant coaches. Let me know that he was going to be in the starting lineup tonight. Not even listed on their varsity roster is Brock Church, but has done some nice stuff at the JV level. Earned the call-up and even got the start. That's going to be an offensive foul against McMead. So a mini pulse still here for Highland. Going to have to do some nutty things at the offensive end, though. Minnick's got a pretty good look. He's going to bury it. Puts away a little three-pack right there, and all of a sudden it's back down to single digits. Ryder Minnick with 14 points now. 3 Scots in double figures here tonight. Well, it doesn't look like they're going to get the win. Been pretty impressed with this team. Didn't look like a 5-12 team to me. And on the other side for Centerburg, this is pretty much on par for their course. Strong team. Makes shots when they need to, always rebounds well. And it looks like they are going to pick up win number 14 on the campaign and improve to 12-0 in KMAC play. As Minnick, too strong, that one volleyed off the backboard. And now Gregory gonna head to the free throw line. Take one last peek here at Ski's keys to victory for the Centerburg Trojans. Thought they needed to feed Carter Jones, and they've done that for the most part. Carter's definitely had a nice night offensively, 15 points. Knock down threes, something we've seen the Trojans do. Convert D into offense. That has been a big one for them, and it has been the perimeter pressure that has led to that. So pretty much checking all the boxes to victory, and that is why Centerburg is going to move on the season to 14-2 overall. As that is going to be the final horn here tonight. Final score, Centerburg 55, Highland 47. We'll take a quick timeout. We will be back with our final stats as well as our player of the game. I want to talk to Levi Hauk tonight, get his thoughts on the contest, so we will welcome up the junior to talk with me here in just a couple of moments. Keep it here. Our post-game coverage will roll along live and free on the OH.Report right after this.
Knox is the third place I have delivered, and hands down, it has been the best.
We're thankful that we received excellent care so close to home.
Knox Community Hospital welcomes you to our new freestanding birthing center where you can safely labor, deliver, and recover in a state-of-the-art birthing suite.
It was empowering, and I couldn't think of a better place to bring Parker into the world.
Knox Community Hospital, elevating care.
When you're on the go and need a fix, both for your body and your vehicle, stop in at Webb's Marathon and Automotive, celebrating 20 years of service at 164 East Main Street in Centerburg. Family owned and operated with premium products and services. So make it Webb's and get what you need to keep your engines running. Proud sponsor of Trojans basketball.
No paywalls, just live sports. Exclusively on the OH.Report.
We are now back with our player of the game, brought to you by the Animal Station, and it is none other than Levi Hauk, who dropped 11 points here tonight and helped fill it up there in the second half. It was a tight one for most of the game, but then you got it going there in the third quarter. Tell me about maybe some adjustments that you guys made and ultimately what led to your success in that second half.
Well, we just had to come out with the same energy that we finished the first half with. We switched up the defense a little, and we were getting deflections, and it started on that, and then that translated into some more offense.
Tell me how big defense is for you guys getting to your offense, because it seems like when I see you that tends to spark you guys, and then you'll get it going on the offensive end.
Yeah, defense is the main foundation of our program. We start it down there, and then we get out running the floor, and that gets us open looks and helps us score more efficiently.
12-0 now in the KMAC, looking to defend your guys' championship. How satisfying is it to be in the driver's seat at this point in the season?
It's definitely satisfying to be in the driver's seat, but we got to take it one game at a time, make sure we prepare and practice the next couple days so we can be ready for our next game.
Take me through the mindset of this team as you get closer and closer to tournament time. You know the draw that you're going to be playing Columbus International and then hopefully moving on to play North Union. But you got a lot at stake before then, too. So tell me about that process and how you guys are taking it all in stride.
Right now we're just, like I said, we're just focusing one game at a time. We kind of see that in the distant future, but right now we just want to focus on practice tomorrow and then hopefully win at Fredericktown on Friday.
That is going to be a big game. We look forward to live streaming that one. We're going to be down there for coverage of that game. How much do you look forward to games like that? I mean, everything's on the line at Fredericktown for that game.
I mean, it's definitely going to be the biggest game of the year so far because a KMAC title is at stake, so I think everyone in our locker room is looking forward to it.
All right, Levi Hauk, our Animal Station player of the game. Congratulations on getting another KMAC victory tonight.
Thank you.
Staying clean, perfect so far in conference play. Thanks for joining me.
Yep.
Go ahead and keep the action here. Grab that mic from Levi, let him go celebrate with his team. Thank you very much. And let's check out the final stats of the night, shall we, folks? Here we go. Fighting Scots, they shot it really well in the first half. Second half, not so much. Had a big drop-off, and that's why they only ended the game with 47 total. While on the flip side, Trojans shot it a lot better. They took care of the basketball. Only 7 turnovers for Centerburg in this game. That was key. And then you see why the shot differential, how 20 more shots in favor of the Fighting Scots. That's because the Trojans were getting to the free throw line routinely and they were knocking them down. That's a pretty good percentage right there, right around 75% or so. So that's where Centerburg did the bulk majority of their damage, particularly there in the fourth quarter when fouls became an issue for the Fighting Scots. You see 16 for them. 3 balls were impressive, at least early on for Highland, and that's what kept them in the game. Rebounding in favor of Centerburg here, 29-23, and probably at least half of those, maybe more, belong to Carter Jones. That senior is a flat-out freak when it comes to the glass work. He is phenomenal, did some amazing stuff tonight as well, bringing in rebound after rebound as Centerburg remains spotless in conference play with another big victory tonight. And now they can start looking forward to that game at Fredericktown, and I cannot wait to be there on Friday night. That is going to be a huge game. I've certainly had that one circled for about a week and a half. Well, that's going to wrap up our coverage here from the heart of Ohio, where Centerburg, again, a 55-47 winner, picking up win number 14 on the season, staying spotless in conference play. I'd like to thank everybody out there for watching our live and free coverage here from the heart of Ohio. Always love coming down here. The fans are amazing. The venue is great too. Just a fun overall place to come take in some basketball. Leave you with some highlights of tonight's game as we send things out here from Centerburg. Want to thank Lindsey Daniels for stepping up and being our statistician here tonight. The athletic director, Rich, who's an awesome guy, sort of roped her into it. Big shout out to Animal Station as well for being our sponsor of the instant replay scoreboard and our player of the game. Max Sinatra was providing you the video coverage throughout the entire contest. My name is Brian Skowronski. Appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in, and we will see you on a live stream near you coming up tomorrow night and every other night this week except for Sundays. Then we take the night off. But for now, from Centerburg, we are out.